We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here and doing a full transition back up towards the high of the day at 441. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 11:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into next week, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 11:45 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area yesterday. Today hitting the dip area once again as it tried coming back up, and doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area here on 42 vision. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, under a bull indicator at the 438.20 area, and inflows crossing back over. Now in the after hours, things have slightly slowed down and outflows have began. And in the pre-market, inflows were trying to come up. They rejected pretty quickly, and you can see how outflows pulled down and how fast things dropped from 441 all the way down to 435. It found support, broke back above the 436 area, found support at 437, and it started ranging here, fighting to get up back towards the high of the day. And that's where the recent rejection has happened, right? So 441 is looking like a strong area of resistance, and so far 435, 436 area is acting like a strong support. And going into tomorrow, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up, pull away from the midpoint to justify this bull indicator, and continue the cancellation of this bear indicator from up here at the 445 area. Now, based off the history of the chart, 436 continues to be a critical area of support. It keeps on bouncing off that area, and that's when our swing bot sent out a notification back on August 17th when it actually dropped down the next morning to 433, came back up to it, range there, and then as you see it here in the chart, it finally broke out from it and reached highs of 441 and the recent highs here in yesterday's pre-market of 445. It came all the way back down to it, and it's bouncing off of it again, and this is going to be a crucial level to not ignore. And if the bulls can continue the staircase effect, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to stay above and continue that direction. Definitely something to not ignore here in the volatility of the charts on the 30-minute and the key levels that have been acting as support and resistance. And in today's volatility, 441 rejected twice. And I would not ignore that here as a bull indicator, and the inflows are fighting to stay above the midpoint, right? The outflows have began and it's right there leveled off. This is going to be crucial and critical going into next week. Now, when you zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we can also see here in the bigger picture how these inflows cross back over. No bull indicator just yet, and a full transition from white with red borders to dark green. And the last piece missing would be a possible bull indicator and bright green bars. Definitely something to not ignore to then cancel out this bear indicator from the 443, 444 area. Now, if we zoom into the 15-minute, we could go ahead and see here in the volatility how the inflows have fought all day. It's under a bull indicator here at 437.87. It found support not that far off of it when it came back to it and bounced up for the next leg up, rejected the highs of the day, and it's sitting flat here, but outflows have crossed over. It's going to be crucial and critical to justify any further strength of this possible staircase effect for these inflows to pick back up and cross the midpoint. I'm going to be watching that very carefully going into next week. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And if these outflows cross over to the downside on the 15-minute and on the 30-minute even further, right? On the 15-minute, pull away from it, and on the 30-minute, cross over to the downside. The first support is the 438 area. And if this bull indicator gets canceled as that weakness reflects into these charts and a possible bear indicator pops up, the next support will be down at the 436 to 435 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for those inflows to pick back up on the 15-minute. Hold that bull indicator true. Get these inflows to start reflecting higher and pulling away from the midpoint on the 30-minute. And the first resistance is the 441 area. And then the next area I'll be watching is the 445 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they crossed over on the 1 hour. They're fighting here on the midpoint on the 30-minute, and they're slightly below on the 15-minute, and they need to pull up because they're both under bull indicators to further justify any further strength. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was NVIDIA on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the NVIDIA one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, and I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in, and now you're seeing this other chart which I shared today in the pre-market, and I stated, right, you could see the same line there, and I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449, and I talked about in that purple area the area that kept on acting like support, and there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area, and the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important, and inflows needed a cross. Now when you see it here in the next chart going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over, and you could see the purple area that continued to act like support, and Nvidia calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you could see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days, and it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, they're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal, and from there it typically pans out within several days to weeks, but sometimes it could happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.